And it's Monday, y'all, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. Once again, like always, my main man, Jersey Fred. Jersey Fred, what is popping, my brother?
Oh man, nothing popping really.
Not the
Not
most
like-
ideal weekend for sports.
no. It was your normal suspects, and then we did have the Wimbledon finals. Yeah, no, it's just really focusing on going to the beach.
Yeah. GTL, bro. GTL minus the G.
Yes, that's where I'll be after this.
And then, if you're a Tigers fan, you didn't have a really good weekend.
4 in a row.
That's the first time this year. Now, people are getting a little panicked, but as a wise man once told me, it's a long season. It's a long season. We're still number one, still the best record in the MLB. I think this break kind of came at a good time.
11 games up.
11 and a half.
Yeah.
Now we're
nothing to worry about.
I guess my only question to you, Fred, though, is do we need some reliever help? That's where it seems to be the biggest issue. Like, do you see us making any moves? Like, I mean, your opinion, though, sometimes can be a little skewed in the Yankees' direction. But what's your thought? I mean, I know that you're not concerned about the losses, but like, is there anything we can do, or are we good? Are we good?
I mean, you could always use bullpen help. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, and you're probably not going to realize this until you realize it, and then you'll say, wow, I remember when he said that. Tommy Kahnle is useless.
Who?
Tommy Kahnle.
Okay.
Useless. I know he has a bunch of good numbers right now. Maybe. I saw his numbers. They're pretty decent, right?
Right.
He's a changeup pitcher, and like when he pitched for the Yanks, he pitched for us for a while. Right. So I've seen him pitch. You'll understand when you see it. Like, he's a changeup pitcher,
right?
Throws nothing else. So it's really weird to watch at times. Like when guys finally get the word about it. Like, yeah, right. That's it. That's now his changeup moves here and there. It does, but there more times than not, it won't. And guys just tee off on him.
Right. I got to watch that a little bit closer.
So I know that he has good numbers right now, but like he was the only guy that when he went to the Tigers, I'm like, why do you want Tommy Kahnle? And the only reason I said that is because I've watched him pitch a ton.
Yeah, you've had the first-hand experience.
I think that like I don't think they need much.
Now, you said that a couple weeks ago. That's why I asked the question again. Like,
yeah.
Are we still comfortable? Now looking at it, like Seattle's a good team, right?
I don't think we swept them this week.
I knew that was coming. I mean, their bats were on fire. Ours were cold. Like,
but they're legit. They're a legit team. Like, we had close games with Seattle. Like, right. the Volpe slide to win the game.
That was awesome, by the way.
Amazing swim move. Yeah.
Right.
They're totally legit. Cal Raleigh's totally legit. Like, probably one of the best catchers in the league.
Right.
I mean, but like, now's the time to reset, take a break. The thing that I don't know.
It's hard to take a break when half your team's on the AL roster, but
well, and you could thank Max Fried for giving Skubal the start,
right? And then
I don't know if you read about it. He called Skubal.
I did not hear about this. Tell me.
I
know he was starting.
Max Fried called Skubal because Max Fried was starting, and told him to start the All-Star game. And Scuba was like, no, like no way, no, it's your thing, blah, blah, blah. Finally, Aaron Boone called him and talked to him and stuff, because Max Fried was like, I did it. I've been like, in the league for a long time. You're like the most exciting young player. Like,
right.
So,
now he'll pitch an inning, two, maybe tops. One.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll pitch one or two maybe.
Now I heard this on the way in, and I'm curious what your thoughts are. Well, I think I know what your thoughts are going to be, but it should be interesting. And I think it may get me to watch the All-Star game just to see how this is. But did you hear that they're going to have AI umps in the All-Star game?
Yeah. So they're going to do the plate. They're going to do the plate for the All-Star game, which is, it's fine. Like I'm okay with that. I think that,
why they're doing it. They're testing it.
Yeah. And everyone's going to love it, obviously, because you can't have a bad call on a strike. If everything is reviewable, it's weird that like the strike zone isn't reviewable. Right. Now, I know that the strike zone is kind of like an imaginary box, kind of, and it moves with your height.
Yeah.
Like, some would be different than others, but there's a way to figure that out. My thing is this: if you don't want to like take everything away from the home plate umpire, now he still has to call swings and plays at the plate, which are still reviewable anyway.
Right.
But if you don't want to take the human aspect out of it, he could still have something in his ear that when it's in the zone, it tells him it was in the zone, and when it was out of the zone, it was out of the zone. Like, or he could have something in his ear that when he calls a strike out of the zone, it says that was wrong. So maybe he can adjust a little.
I'm mildly surprised at your take on this, because I thought you would be so anti the AI ump because of some of the other changes that we made. And I think this is the biggest one, because this is the best part. Like, I think this is the human element of the plate ump is in my opinion, and now this is coming from somebody who umped a ton of baseball. Like, I just think that's, I mean, I don't know. It's really, you say it all the time. Like, even said it to my son when he plays, is like, pay attention to how he's calling these, because you're going to get the same calls. And if it's bad and it's bad for the other team, this is the way the game's going to be called, and you have to adjust. So I'm a little surprised that you're not a little more anti it.
Listen, I am not into like no umps on the field kind of deal, because you don't need umps on the field technically at all. I mean, you could have zero and something could flash on the scoreboard. Like, I mean, let's be honest, for every play.
Right.
Like, but I just feel like, dude, some of these dudes have a terrible strike zone. This is not little league. These are high leverage like situations where you can't like just really bad calls.
Right.
And you could think about this. I love the human aspect of it, but even the human aspect is getting taken over, because you can make a terrible call anywhere else on the field
because of the replay,
and it gets replayed. But if you're an umpire behind the dish and you make a terrible call in a big situation on a strike or ball call, first of all, you get ejected for arguing it, and you can't review it. So now, like, I'm not crazy about the new rules. You know that.
Yeah.
But now you're putting all these new rules in, but the one rule that can really determine the fairness of the game, you're not implementing.
Meaning
balls and strikes.
Yeah, balls. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Like, it's the thing that controls the count and controls the hitting situations. And it's like, it basically, the count controls the game. And that's the only thing that you're not going to try to replay or, even in spring training, when they did the tap in the head thing, I thought that was cool. Like, only the pitcher, the catcher, and the batter can do it.
Wait, refresh my memory. I'm not familiar with that.
They tried this in spring training where you can replay. So a batter, catcher, or a pitcher can do it by tapping their head after a pitch. And then they put it on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow. Interesting.
And like, I'm like, dude, like, not for nothing, but I've always been a big part of the whole, like, we hold these players accountable so much now.
Right.
And it's like illegal to hold the umps accountable. Like, you can't even mention that stuff.
All right.
That
is kind of ridiculous.
It's like, now my thing is, why can't the umps have to sit down after the game and answer questions from the press? Like, because you know damn well, if you're an umpire and someone's arguing and stuff like that, first of all, someone's going to tell you, or after the game, you get you get the home plate ump gets judged on balls and strikes that were in and out of that zone.
Okay.
So, and that's how these guys,
like a progress report.
Yeah. Well, and that's how these guys get chose to move on through the playoffs and stuff. So, and like someone umped a perfect game this year. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes,
so,
I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, it's like, what do you mean one person umped a perfect game? Like, how come we don't have more of that? Like, that means that your strike zone as a human is not the same as it really should be. So, right. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at that. It's probably one of the only things I'm not mad at.
Surprised.
I'm definitely okay with the replay system. I mean, like, every other sport has it, really.
Yeah, why not?
So, like, I'm okay with that. But if you're not going to go as far as to put like laser beams at the plate that tell you if it's a ball and strike, like, you know, I mean, I just want an even playing field. So I want all the calls to be right, and I think that's one of the most important areas.
Right, for sure. Well, let's move on a little bit. Let me ask this question. Do you feel like they're playing more summer league games on TV than they have in the past?
Yeah.
Or is it just me?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing well. There's a couple different summer leagues now as well.
Right.
So, yeah, they're playing a ton on TV.
Which I don't know. I just don't remember seeing that. Look, it's cool. I love turning it on and watching it. Yeah, right.
It is pretty cool.
Especially now with nothing on.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. You know, I had it on last night in the background, but I really wasn't paying attention. It was on ESPN2, I think.
Yeah, but you know, as I was speaking of stuff on ESPN2, I was typing up our notes. Our wives were on their monthly Zoom call that they get on. You know, it's like they're trying to be us.
It was the girls' trip.
Oh, they're planning the girls' trip?
Yeah, girls' trip Zoom call.
Okay, girls' trip Zoom, hashtag girls' trip Zoom call.
Yes.
While they were on there, I was rewatching a show that you and I discussed, which we're going to talk about a little bit. But I flipped over and I came across pillow fighting, Fred.
On ESPN2?
I was on ESPN something.
The Ocho.
The Ocho, is that what it was? I don't know. But anyway, the thing we want to talk about the most from the summer league is obviously the number one pick in Cooper Flagg. He comes out the first game, scores 10 points. I think he was like 10 of 20, something like that. And basically comes out and says the worst game of his entire life. Every analyst is saying, like, calm down. It's summer league. Like, you're just trying to catch your rhythm. Comes out again and drops 31 in a loss, if I'm not mistaken. My question to you is he going to have the best rookie season of the entire NBA? Because if I remember correctly, LeBron's wasn't really great. Kobe's wasn't great. Jordan's was not great. Like, give me who would you compare it to, and who in the past had the best rookie season coming out? Is there anybody that stands out? Because it's a big jump.
Yeah, no, it's a big jump. I think he gets Rookie of the Year, obviously. I'm not sure.
Unless my man Ace Bailey comes out of nowhere. I don't know if Ace Bailey's any good. I just love his name.
Yeah, he's good. He's legit. He's definitely legit. Yeah, no, I mean, it's Harper, Ace Bailey, him. There's a couple other guys that might be in the throw their hat in the ring, but like, yeah, he gets Rookie of the Year. And my
question is he going to have the best rookie season?
Rookie season?
Yes. Comparing his rookie seasons to
I would have to look into that a little bit. I think
do it because I'm very curious. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm right. All three of those did not have a very good rookie.
Yeah,
year.
I would like to see. I'm going to look at some numbers from past Rookie of the Years. It's just to see who had like some big numbers.
But also, I think you do have to put this in context too, because, Shaq had a pretty good one. Now that I say that, he had a pretty good one. But a lot of these guys go to crap teams.
Yeah, like
which Cooper Flagg is not going to a crap team. No. He's going to a stacked team.
Yeah, and if all healthy, one of the best teams in the West.
Right. Yeah.
Which would be awesome. Which is going to be awesome.
To watch this team play?
When healthy, yeah. Like, I mean, come on. Like Kyrie and AD.
Yeah.
With Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
I will say this. Our one of our members of our guest podcasters was saying, Jackson Spikes is saying that Cooper Flagg is going to end up being one of the best players ever.
Bold statement.
Yeah.
But he's 14, Jackson?
Yeah.
Like he's only watched YouTube videos of Jordan, of Shaq.
Yeah.
Of,
best players ever, I'd give you maybe like top 50.
Top 50, absolutely. I can see it happening.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
It's crazy. He just looks small. He looks young, but he can move without the ball. His athleticism is out of this world. And I think what makes him so good is defensively he's good too.
Yes. He's all around. Dude, the dude's 18 years old. Like, he's going to be in the league for 20 years, 25 years.
Like, I hope he doesn't give Sophie Cunningham the time of day.
Why? You think why?
She's been chasing him. The rumor is she's chasing him.
Yeah, but because of the comments she made?
Yeah.
She just wants to be safe and have Wi-Fi, she said. She said that about Detroit and Cleveland. That was her clapback.
I did not see that.
Yes.
I just want to be safe. Where she feels that they don't have Wi-Fi in Cleveland.
I didn't think I don't know if they do yet.
Makes sense. Why don't you call Ryan and ask him? Like, do they have Wi-Fi?
Do they even have Wi-Fi in Ohio? I will say this though, on the rumor mill, just an insider. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of it about the Pistons. Big news with the Pistons. I got brewing.
What?
Yeah, I thought everyone knew.
Well, I don't know. Tell me. What are you talking about?
The Joker, dude. Coming to Detroit.
I have not heard that.
That's what I'm hearing.
Dude, are you just messing with me?
That's what I'm hearing. I was talking to Jackson Spikes about it over the weekend too. Listen, these are just my people throwing it at me. And apparently the Joker ends up in Detroit.
We get the Joker in Detroit, and we're going to be a team that's going to be a powerhouse in the East. We have a big man like that can shoot.
I was surprised hearing it too, but I was like, okay, like his time is up in Denver. There was some other things I heard.
It's crazy because I really haven't heard anything about him. Obviously Giannis is a big thing, and they're wondering if where he's going to go. But I didn't even know the Joker that was an option. I thought he would be in Denver.
Giannis is staying home
for sure. Is it for sure?
Yeah, but
interesting. I thought for sure he would go to New York.
I was very surprised when I heard about the Joker thing. I was like, wow, and that's awesome.
New York landed a coach, right?
Mike Reed.
I thought it was somebody else.
I mean, Mike Brown. Mike Brown?
Yeah. The guy he used to coach in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're on the verge of making a move. Like, they got to make a move, obviously. But
yeah, quickly.
The only move I really heard about was the Joker. And I was like, no fucking way.
That would be awesome. Dude, this town would go nuts. They would embrace the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, their last
Detroit's likes their players to be in the media talking.
He's not.
Even the start of Matt Stafford, the start of Jared Goff, where they were kind of behind the scenes, so to speak. I mean, they were being talked about a lot, but not being interactive with the media. I can see people in Detroit being a little not excited about that, the way he speaks to the media and a little more laid back. But if he wins, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. Dude, I'll take the quiet guy that puts up 25.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even put this on. Let's jump into football. And the only reason I didn't put this on the notes, I was listening to this on the way home and watching something on Twitter, college football, man. College football, it's getting there. I mean, football season is coming. We're going to talk about quarterback too real quick. But the thing that I wanted to bring up, Fred, and they've talked about this morning, is how good Bryce Underwood is looking right now. Is it too early to get this excited about him? Now, I think I told you a story. I ran into Dan Leach at the Rocket, and he's a big podcaster, sports writer, and him and I were talking in the suite at the Rocket, and I said, what do you think? And he flat out told me that he doesn't think that Bryce Underwood's even going to start, which I thought was interesting. That's somebody who's at his ear to the ground. I don't agree with that. I think he is. I mean, the way they're talking about him, Ryan Clark was quoted saying he's one of the best quarterbacks he's seen. And he starts naming off CJ Stroud and Jaden Daniels and all these guys that he watched in college that they say Bryce Underwood far surpasses them. Is it too early? I mean, he's just throwing against his own team. Do you think he's going to be that good?
I think he's going to be that good. I mean, but again, man, how do you judge a kid on how good he's going to be from his high school highlights? And now
school highlights. I mean, they showed a highlight of him playing against Clarkston.
Yeah, come on,
who are you playing against, right?
Well,
you're
and that's
a man child,
I mean, but there's a reason why they paid him the money. So obviously he shows up well in these showcases and combines or whatever like that. I just want to see what this kid has. I don't think I don't know if it's too early to get excited. I don't really get excited for football until week 1. That's just me.
I get it.
I do watch a little. I do watch the preseason games. I'll watch a Steeler game. Well, it's not even that now. They don't even play the first 2 games, the starters sometimes. But I'll still watch it because I like to watch some of the picks or guys trying to make the team. But I really don't. And I was just talking to a buddy of mine this week about football rumors. And he kind of said exactly what I said. He said, Fred, I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I don't listen to any of these dudes. I don't. Right. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's interesting to be hey, And I guess my thing is, my turnoff is I've been dealing with the Steelers bullshit for 2 years. Like last year,
I just heard this morning there's still rumor mills of you guys getting rid of TJ Watt. Like I thought that was over.
Yeah,
like is that
yeah,
like again
like
to his your boy's point, like let me know when it really happens.
Yes, that's my thing, because last year it was like every receiver in the league was coming to Pittsburgh.
Right.
Each week there was a different person, and none of them came. And then this year with the whole waiting for Aaron Rodgers thing, which like I've told you, like I don't give a fuck. Dude, show me the roster
when it's complete
at the end of August, and then I'll get ready. Like, like I just can't get on board with this. I'll tell you, I do get more excited for the offseason of baseball. I just feel like because there's moves, like
constantly.
And once the winter meetings start in December, you start getting some moves, and they got a report in February. So like, I don't know. It's a little more exciting, I think. But now, like, I mean, the NBA is exciting as well. Like, the offseason. But like, you can't just sit around and wait for these rumors, or just like wait on these rumors. Like,
right. And normally that's the case. And we talked about this before, like the anticipation of football, although you're excited about it, but it starts to be the end of summer. And, obviously summers are very small, especially here in Michigan. But Tuesday, Netflix released Quarterback 2. And I barreled through it in 2 days. It was 7 episodes. So, I had to put in some work. Obviously, the one, the only Jared Goff was on there, Joe Burrow, and Kirk Cousins. It was cool to go back. Let me kind of just touch on it. It was cool to go back to see Joe Burrow's season he had last year, because I think I know this sounds strange, but he kind of flew under the radar. And the only reason he flew under the radar is because the defense was terrible and they weren't winning games. And it came down to the end there. But if you look at his stats, you look at Joe Burrow's stats, it's insane. The guy is that good. Right?
Joe Cool. Yeah.
Joe Cool.
I mean, listen, he's in our division, but I'm a big Lamar fan. I'm a big Joe Cool fan.
Who is somebody I would have liked to see in Quarterback 2 outside and not Kirk Cousins for the second time.
Yeah, and he doesn't start.
But I can wholeheartedly say that after the first Quarterback 1, I became a Kirk Cousins fan, even though he played for Minnesota and I hate everybody in our division. But
state guy.
What's that?
State guy.
The state. And I'm born into a Michigan family due to my wife going to U of M, but he's a good dude. I mean, you don't find a better guy than Kirk Cousins, in my opinion. The other thing is, like, they went through the Lions season, and like, I'm not going to lie, man, watching some of these plays, rewatching everything, I was jacked. I was watching this. I'm like, this is going to be, I'm anticipation, excited for the new season. But then the end of episode 6 hit. And then it actually took me 3 days to watch. I apologize. I didn't watch that last episode until a day later. I didn't want to roll right into it. I knew what happened. I knew how we went out. I knew how this thing was going to end. So I wasn't really excited about of episode 7, but 1 through 6 were pretty sweet.
Yeah. And this is your year.
This is our year.
Yeah. Super Bowl or bust.
I hate that. But it's true. But I've been saying Super Bowl or bust since 97.
But were you being realistic?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But it pretty much is. So like, I think it was last week, and we were talking that, and you got hammered a little bit on social media for a couple of things you said last week Number one being that Detroit Tigers are in a small market team. I believe
mid-market at best.
Not then you upped it to mid-market midweek.
Mid-market at best.
Whatever. And then I think you got hammered again online, something to do with your comments on Detroit, but I forget what it was. I don't remember. You get hammered pretty easily on there.
Yeah, everyone hates us. Me. I'm talking, yeah, which is fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're like I said, I chirp back, Fred. I had to. You're my boy and all, but I got to stick up. Like,
of course,
the Yankees are like the Dallas Cowboys, and you said
I don't get that. So, like America's team, you're calling them?
No, see, again, that's a self-proclaimed title. Like nobody calls it America's team unless you live in. It's self-proclaimed. It's like me. It's like me giving myself my own nickname.
But why would they be considered the Dallas because they won a bunch of championships?
Yeah, and then they haven't done it in 15, 20 years.
How about
kind of living in the past?
Let's say this now. I'll take that, right? So the Yankees haven't done it in 16 years.
Right.
Makes them living in the past. They're the Dallas Cowboys of the MLB.
Right.
What would that make the Tigers of the MLB? The Browns?
A team on the come up.
The Browns?
No. The Browns. When did the Browns win?
Exactly.
We won though. We have two World Series.
40 years ago. You're saying the Yankees
I'm not living in the past. I'm not living in the past. I'm not
We're not either. If the past is last season, we were in the World Series. So do you
want to talk about that World Series?
Sure. I'll talk about it. I have no problem talking about it. We should have been up 3-2 going to LA. Blew 2 games. Yeah. It is what it is. But at least we've won in the last 40 years.
40.
The Tides haven't.
I'm just saying that's the stigma that you guys have.
And this is coming from someone who hasn't won a championship in 40 years.
But we're just a mid-market team, Fred. Those are your words.
Mid-market at best.
At best.
Yeah. So then that's what
let me say this. If we win in the next 3 years a World Series, will your opinion change of us being a mid-market team?
No.
Still the same.
No, Kansas City Chiefs are the best team that we're probably going to see in our lives, maybe since the Patriots. They're mid-market. They're small to mid-market. It's based on
a mid to small market.
What's that?
How do you judge that? I've never been to Kansas City. I've never been to the city. I've never been to the stadium. It sure as hell doesn't look like a mid-market team to me or a mid-market fan base. Like what justifies a mid-market team?
The media.
That's the media. All media does is talk about Kansas City, though.
No. The size of the media and the coverage of the media. That's mid-market. That's small market. Like if the Tampa Bay Rays win the World Series, they're not a big market team now.
Right. I mean, nothing in Florida counts, by the way. We know that. You've
True.
listened to this.
But if the Tigers win or the Brewers win or the White Sox or the Twins, any of those teams win the World Series, they're not automatically big market teams now.
They don't attract more.
It's a market. It's not a team. A lot of people talk about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, let's say this. Okay, all right. Let's go back to this. If we're saying mid-market, okay, you talk about at best. I got, but you have Tigers fans all over the country.
You do?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because everybody left Michigan. I get it. No, yes. I understand that. But
it's hard to say when you go to Arizona, you're going to run into Tigers fans. When you go to Florida, when you go to South Carolina, you are going to run into Tigers fans. Tigers fans travel. And when you go to storied history.
And when you go to Asia and Europe and Africa, you're going to run into Yankee fans. We're global. Okay? We're not just in a few states.
You're like
we're global. We're a global market team.
I just don't like the mid-market at best.
But like you listen, you're friends with some of those guys, that the podcaster guy and stuff that you saw and stuff. Ask him, what would you consider the Detroit sports? He's not going to say Detroit sports is a big market.
I can't agree. I can't get down with that. I mean, we've won
listen,
outside of the Lions. Outside of the Lions,
it's not like a big diss. It's like, it's okay. It's a cute, quaint, little, small sports town. It's
I
cute.
hope you get hammered on here.
It's cute. It's a cute little sports town. No, I'm an advocate for Detroit. You know that.
Sometimes.
No, I'm an advocate. Listen, their motto, next year's our year. I love it. Detroit sports, next year's our year. It's either that or sell the team. Like, I don't know. I'm down with that. The Detroit Rams. I was a big Detroit Rams guy.
Oh, shut the hell up.
I was, though. Yay. And then no way we're letting Matt Stafford in our building. Like, come on. Like, it's a cute little sports town. Very tight knit.
Very tight knit.
Quaint.
Get out of here. Let's talk about something that you're really excited about, and that's the WNBA.
I am. Buckets against Ann Splashaway for the first time.
I had to look up the stats.
In the W.
Pretty impressive by both of them, to be honest with you.
Buckets wins Rookie of the Year. She may have better numbers at the end of the year than Ann Splashaway, Rookie year.
I hate that I'm even going to bring this up because this podcast drove me and you drove me to start following the WNBA. And I don't hate it. And I hope I get to see and watch her play live soon, maybe in the next couple of years. But I feel like Caitlin Clark has a very beginning of her career as Michael Jordan. And I'm not saying skill wise or anything like that. Like, I think obviously there's a difference there, but like the hatred that goes on that Jordan went through, why they wrote the book, The Jordan Rules. And this, she's getting, I've saw numerous clips where she just gets hammered with no call. She's still putting up 14 points, 13 assists, leads by the end of the season, we'll have the most double doubles in the WNBA history, which is insane in year number 2.
Yes.
But I think people need to pay homage to her and like this league now. And Fred, you got me on board. I'm not going to lie. It's craziness.
Yeah, no, like obviously she is with the hatred. I think it's a lot of jealousy and hatred. I get that.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of people that were in the league prior to last year and stuff like that. And, they're taking buses to their games and shit. And I get the part that they should, support the fact or support the person who really popped it off. But their work, but then you can't take anything away from the women that were on the grind for the last, 30 years.
For sure.
And I think that's what it is. I'm not sure they might not be mad at the person. I think they're mad at what took so long. I
think that you also have to take in consideration, it always comes down to social media.
Yeah.
Right. There's just more social media, more things around it. The ESPN deal that then media then drives more to the WNBA too. So, it's the perfect storm, whether it's her and Angel Reese, Pete Buckets, social media, ESPN. I mean, you talk. I've seen numerous interviews with I'm having a brain. Cheryl Miller. You want to talk about somebody who was a friggin' stud?
Yes.
But they don't. Nobody even remembers her. I mean, unless you're a diehard, right? You know what I mean?
And it's because, like you said, it's because of the coverage. Like, they got so much more TV coverage now that, a lot of these players are now in the spotlight, which is cool. And I don't know why it took so long. I don't know, but maybe it's
storylines.
And maybe because the NBA has more and more stake in it, so they're in the business of making money, obviously. So
everybody loves a good storyline, right? And I think that the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Pete Buckets, like those things are pretty cool. Now, I don't know if not to get too far off topic, but Netflix put out a show, and I wish I could remember the name of it. But basically what it is, it's Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, and they're back with Reebok, and they're trying to build the Reebok brand and bring Reebok brand back into basketball, which I thought was really cool. And they signed Angel Reese. They have a shoe called, I believe it's like Renegade 1 or A1 or something like that she debuted when she played against Caitlin Clark, which I thought was really cool. And so they had a couple of WNBA stars that they signed, and they're trying to put it back on the map, and they see it too. Well, they also understand that it's easier for them to go after a WNBA player than a Nike player, because they can't compete. And even Shaq's saying, like, look, all we're trying to do is be a solid number 2.
Yeah.
In the industry, behind, ahead of Under Armour, ahead of Puma, ahead of Adidas, and then just be behind Nike, which obviously, as we all know. But it was really cool to see, because these players were coming in, and Angel Reese was coming in. And I'm not a huge Angel Reese fan, but I do love the way they brought her onto Reebok, and obviously being under Shaq's wing. But it's just a cool storyline. It's a cool storyline, and I hope to see some cool things and some great players. It looks like some really good players are on the come up too, which I think has a lot to do with them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're in the business of making money as well. So they're gonna promote these women as also. So it was just a matter of time before like women's sports right now is I guess if you want to do ratings and watching and stuff like that is 25% higher than it was even last year. And it's going up and up. So women's sports is really on the rise. And I don't know what to, I don't know the reason why it's moving like that. I mean, I'm a fan anyway. So I don't,
right.
But maybe it has to do with social media. It has to do with TV deals. No matter what, if they put it on the television, it's going to be,
for sure.
People are watching it, and it'll be good. Yesterday, Liberty down 19 in the first half, they won. So
right.
There's if you watch it and you watch I'm a Splashaway guy. I definitely want to catch the games and and P buckets and there's a lot.
I think another thing too, the social media thing and these and young girls, right? I'm not my 2 daughters are older now, but these young girls get to watch it and they get to see it, and they're and it's kind of getting them more into sports, which is really cool. Really cool.
Definitely.
But let's move on a little bit. We got a couple more things to hit. Golf this weekend. Golf coming up this week. But let's focus on your guy, Fred. Your guy won. Your guy went head to head. Chris Gotterup from you said Rutgers, Jersey guy, Shore guy. They mentioned it numerous times.
St. Augustine's Prep.
There you go. Goes head to head with Rory and beats him in the final round. That's his second PGA win, but you got to give it up to the guy, man. That's awesome. To go head to head with Rory. Rory was playing pretty decent. Rory couldn't putt, of course. Rory complained about the greens. He was the only one playing on those greens, and not everybody else was. He's such a whiny bitch. I'm over it, Fred. I'm over your guy.
Well, yeah, he's hard to like.
He's so hard to like. Dude, okay, look, it's not like the green was, even if the green was bad, like
it is what it is.
It is what it is. He made a putt. Everybody else played on it. Why are you bitching about it? Because you're a whiny bitch, Rory. You are a whiny bitch. But we have a couple of huge golf tournaments coming up. Number one, I mean, like the second most important golf tournament coming up is the final major of the year, the Open. A lot of guys were over there playing in the Scottish Open, getting ready for this. Obviously, Scotty Scheffler, Rory was there. Do you think Rory can win this one in his homeland? Not that it's his homeland, but his area, the Europeans.
Well, it is his homeland, no?
It's in the Royal Portrush. Is it in Ireland? I'm not 100% sure.
I got you. Well,
in Northern Ireland.
I think he's from Scotland, or isn't he? Rory?
No, he's from Northern Ireland.
Is he?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, no, I mean, could he win it? I feel like the Open though is like rolling the dice, man. Like I don't know if I don't think there's ever a good favorite just because of the links.
It's gonna be fun to watch. The only downside, again, same thing. You're gonna be watching it early in the morning. Yeah. But the most important golf tournament that's coming up this week, and a lot of people have eyes on it, it's Flight 8 in the Indianwood Invitational this week. And obviously I'm in Flight 8.
Yeah.
Right.
How do they determine flights?
By handicaps.
Okay.
13 flights. Your boy's in the middle.
Is 13 the best or 1?
1.
Okay. So you're at 8. Now,
at 8.
Have you been sandbagging all year so you can get to 8?
No, I wish I could say that I was that good. I just play golf.
There's definitely guys that are doing that.
Yeah, for sure. There's a bunch of baggers out there.
Yeah.
But 4 days, intense competition.
It's Thursday?
What's that?
Is that Thursday?
Starts Wednesday, bro.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So myself, my partner, Andrew Smith, I'm hoping, Fred, that I'm here next Monday with some hardware.
I would love
to see. Even if it's third place.
I mean,
this is my third year.
Yeah.
It's time to bring home some. It's time to bring home some hardware.
How did you do last year?
Middle of the pack. I think there's like 13. I think we were like 6 or 7. One day crushed us.
Okay. So how do they score?
Overall, 3 days. They go scramble first day, best ball, and then they hammer you at the end with an alternating shot format, which is the toughest format.
Okay.
Because you could ride your partner's coattails for 3 days. But when Saturday comes, you see that move, because now you hit my drive, I hit your drive, and then we alternate the shot from there. So,
okay,
that's when everyone gets involved. So that's obviously bigger. That's obviously bigger than the Open. Is the Flight 8 Indianwood Invitational.
What
right
now? What kind of tee times do you guys have? 8, 7?
So Wednesday I have a 2:00 tee time. Thursday 7:40.
So they put the 1s early, and then 2, then 3, then 4.
Yeah. So
the 13 guys.
I'll have an afternoon, morning.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. Big week.
How do you mentally prepare for that?
First of all, try to forget about real estate. Sorry for all my clients. They're in process right now. Got a couple of days, but I got some people on board. I got my wife helping me out. But it's just like you can't get, like, you got to get rid of the outside noise. No phones, no nothing. Just play golf, listen to some music, smoke a couple cigars, and have fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Regardless of the outcome, it'll be a fun time. As long as the weather holds off. I do see a little bit of rain in the forecast.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, is it televised?
It should be.
If I was to go there, could I walk it?
Yeah, you could. You want to fly in?
No.
You want to be on the bag, Fred?
I would love to be on the bag, but like,
I've never seen anybody with a caddy. Should I be the first one to bring a caddy to the Indian Wood Invitational?
And I would have the whole get up.
Full white jumpsuit?
Yes. No. They would be like, who's this jerk off?
Not at all. Not at all. That's Brad's guy. As long as you wear that Yankees hat, like, it's funny because obviously our viewership's gone up, and obviously since you've joined, and everyone's like, I love the show. I love the show. One guy last week said, I love the show other than Fred's stupid ass Yankees hat. Which was awesome. But, so we just got one last thing we're going to talk about, non-sports related shows we watch. What are you watching right now, Fred? Give the people something.
Actually, just real quick, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
In the Wimbledon,
sorry, Jeff Sophia, I told you I would talk about this.
The runner-up of the Wimbledon final grew up like an hour from here, Amanda, so like, I mean, this little town of ours, this little state of ours,
yeah, small market area.
We got a PGA winner this weekend. We got a runner-up in Wimbledon. It's like, I mean, guys, listen, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about big market and small market. Like, the greatest people in the world come from the Northeast. Like, it is what it is. And I said this last week, and I'll say it again. If you can't hang in the fucking East Coast, you start moving out west. If you're too lazy to go out to the West Coast, you end up in the Midwest. That's history. And if it wasn't for the car industry, Michigan would be part of fucking Canada.
Okay, we're not. Well, I just spit on my microphone. I can't wait to see you get hammered online. Fred, tell me what you're watching right now. Switch gears so you don't get just canceled.
We just finished We Were Liars.
Great show. Yeah.
I waited because I've been seeing it pop up.
Yeah, me too.
So I waited for Jackson Spikes and Ava to get down, so we can watch it together. So we watched it together.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to talk about it because we don't want to spoil it.
Yes.
Right. But a couple questions I have for you. How much money does Harris Sinclair make?
He's a billionaire.
Dude, these people spend their entire summer vacationing. I know that's what they do in the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I mean, we do the same thing, yeah, but we don't own an island. It's an island.
We need an island.
Yeah, we do.
What's the name of the island? What was the name of their island? I forget.
Was it Beechwood? No. Or was that just the one house?
So they named every single one of the houses.
Yes.
Which is insane.
Yeah. Maybe I'll put a couple of chalets on my property.
Your property there right now?
Yeah. 18th Ave Estate.
What's that?
The 18th Ave Estate.
There you go. But yeah, you guys, you gotta check it out. It's on Prime.
Yes, it is on Prime. It's 8 episodes, so I thought it was really good.
I thought it was amazing too. Now there is talks of a season 2.
Yes, different book.
Yep, I looked that up, and then but that also led me into The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Wednesday.
It was very similar. I watched that. It's very good. You can get the two mixed up.
Yes.
If you watch them one right after another.
Setting is the same.
Setting is the same. We don't do shit all summer, but chill.
Yes. And live in a gigantic house on the beach. Yeah.
That's so I think I was just born into the wrong family. I was built to have summers like that.
Yes, I believe so. Season
and then
3.
You said season 3 of that is coming out Wednesday. I didn't even know that. You dropped that bomb on me.
Wednesday, but only 2 apps. So
I'll wait till the end. I can't watch shows.
That's in September.
I'll wait. I can't watch shows week to week. I'm watching Stick right now on Apple week to week. You know I'm a diehard golfer. I love Owen Wilson. The show is good. It's funny, but like I don't know if it's killing me because I only get to see it every week.
Shows are better when you get to watch all week. Yep. I feel like shows are better when you get the whole season.
100%. I want to watch it through.
Except your Friends and Neighbors. That was amazing.
I waited. My self-control, I have zero self-control, by the way, in life and anything. You know that. It's all or nothing for me. But my self-control when it comes to binge watching shows and waiting till they come out is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, I do okay because of sports. Right. But if there wasn't any sports, yeah, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, and I know I didn't get you the password.
I know. I think I have access to it. I saw the first episode was last week. I didn't watch it yet, but I did see that it popped up on my service. So I think I do have access. And was yesterday just the second episode?
Yesterday was the second episode. 90 Day. Happily Ever After. All right, you get caught up this week. This is perfect. Yeah, you got 2 episodes.
I'll watch those 2 episodes. I'll be, I'll find time between going to the beach and riding waves and stuff.
For sure.
Getting groovy.
Because last night was Darcy and Stacy's 50th birthday. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to talk more about it next week, but I need you to get on board.
Yes, I can watch those 2 episodes.
Promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also excited to watch the new Jurassic Park.
Superman. And F1.
And Karate Kids Legends.
Is that coming out on Netflix?
It's on my service, but I don't know if it's on.
You can't talk about your service like that.
What's that?
I don't want the feds raiding your house.
I pay for it. I'm a customer. I have no clue what's going on. I don't
Is that why they switch every month?
That's why it ghosts me.
You're like El Chapo
of TV.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna end on that note. Fred, you have a great week. I'm gonna need you as my partner. I'm gonna need you to just kind of checking in on me, making sure I'm good this week. Keep my spirits up because, like we know,
definitely be looking at the leaderboard for the Flight 8. I mean, all eyes on that.
All eyes on Flight 8.
Flight 8 is all I really care about this week. I want some hardware.
I want nothing more to just.
Yeah, I mean,
if we do bring home hardware, I'm going to bring my partner Andrew Smith on the pod. If he blows it and we don't, he's not going to be on the pod.
And I will be in town next Tuesday. Probably go to Culver's for a little see some classics.
Next Tuesday. Okay. I'll be there as well.
Probably go with David.
Too bad you're not coming. Oh, never mind. We'll talk off air. But yes, awesome. How long are you going to be in town?
I just that I'm coming in Monday night. I'm leaving Wednesday morning.
All right, Tuesday it is.
But I'll be there all day Tuesday, so I figure I'll go to Culver's with David. Make his day.
I'll meet you up there.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Peace.